Hi everyone, here is how I made the boubou style with brocade fabric. The material has been folded into four. I measured back neck first, measuring 3.5 as the neck width and 1 inch as the neck depth. I measured my shoulder 8.5, and then what I have left is the sleeve length. I confirmed the length of the material, which is 56 plus 2. I also marked out the armhole, that's the round sleeve, sorry. That's the width of the sleeve or how wide the sleeve is going to be. I cut out the neck width, 3.5 inches width, 1 inch depth. So I'm going to open up the fabric now. I notched the center back, yeah. I notched the center back. Then I'll open up the fabric to be able to differentiate the front from the back. I also ironed out the mid shoulder. I ironed it out so that I'll be able to know where is the front and where is the back. If you look well, you will see a crease line. I tried to use pin to secure the two fabrics so they'll be in place. And then I'm going to mark out my neck depth now. I'll be using 8 inches as my neck depth, 8 inches, and then I'll cut out 2 inches at the center front, which will be replaced back by a collar. So that is me measuring 8 inches depth and then 2 inches all the way down. I first measure 8 inches depth as the neck depth for the front, and then I'm going to connect the 3.5 for the back neck width with the 8 inches, and then connect it also with the 2 inches that I've measured all the way down. Yeah, I try to zoom it so you can see, but it's not conspicuous. So 8 inches connected to 2 inches all the way down. After that, I'm going to measure what's that space of where I cut out the fabric. I'll measure it round. That's the neck, all the way from the hem to the back neck. I'll measure it out. Remember, the material is folded on fabric on fold. Remember, your fabric, the fabric has been folded into two, so whatever I measure is times 2. I have 60 with the extra inches on the tape rule, so that's about 62 inches. So I got the other fabric to measure out 62 inches. I can't get 62 inches in one cut, so I have to make a double cut out strip. So the width of what I'm cutting out is 5 inches, 5 inches, 62 inches long, 5 inches wide, 52 inches long. I'm going to cut 2. After that, I joined and then went to add stay. I fixed, you can see, I added interfacing. I have gone to iron it. I joined it, added interfacing, and then ironed again into 2. I folded it into 2. That is it. Folded into 2, added stay, and then I'll open up my fabric. That's the boubou coming up. You remember I notched the center back neck here. So I'm going to match it up with my collar at the point of joining. Remember, the collar was also joined to have enough length. So I've pinned it. I've gone ahead to sew and I've even overlocked. Look at it, it's already coming out. Look at my collar on the boubou style, and that is what we have. So I've turned it inside out. I want to mark out where I will have the belt. Yeah, my customer's half length is 17, and that is me measuring from the shoulder to the waist. I have 17 inches. I'm also going to target the center of the kaftan, the boubou already. So the center, I'm going to mark, I'm going to share the half length of my waist, of my client's waist. My client's waist is 38, half is 19. So there's a way I'll share 9.5, 9.5 on that, you know, half length that I've marked out. And that is where I'm going to place the belt. I'm pinning down the belt. I'll go on the machine to sew it down. What I did next is to mark where I'm going to do the pleat on the shoulder. I measured 5. I measured another I measured 5 inches, I measured another 5 and then divided the 5 into 2. I think I'm going to make another video to explain this clearly. Yeah. Okay, I'm overlapping the neckline of my kaftan. I'm going to overlap it. Remember the neck depth was 8 inches, so I've overlapped it at 8 inches. Yeah, then I'll go on the sewing machine to sew it down, leaving about 12 inches space at the hem for for my client to be able to walk easily. So what I did next is from the neck point I measured 5 inches. I measured another 5 inches and then get the midpoint of the 5 inches, and that's where I had my pleats. I'll make another video to explain this properly. Yes. So I tried to shape it out. I didn't know it wasn't recording when I was trying to mark out the shape and all of that. So I had to place out what I've cut out. I placed it back, showed you 11 inches is the armhole, yeah, is the sleeve length. The sleeve length, yeah, 11 inches. I marked out the body. Remember the style, the boob is going to have a belt, so we don't have a problem with the fitting on the bust and on the waist. But on my hip, my client's hip is 48. I added extra 5 inches to 48 divided by 4. That is 12 plus 5. That's 17. So 17 is what I connected with the armhole, and then I